Hello everyone, so this is part 5 of 4 of the Marino bike build series, and I know I was going to stop at the last episode, but I recently had to take this bike to do bike park stuff, which it wasn't really designed for, and it did throw up some things which I thought were quite interesting, or they really need changing, so I thought I'd quickly share that in this video. But first of all, why don't we just show some bike park footage? I'll go last, as I said, because I'm going to be slowest until this back frees up. Catch him up now. Wrong one. What did I do there? Oh, at least I know there's a escape line there now. This bike's a bit longer. You turned your GoPro on.
Good, well done.
Get the accident that's about to happen in front of you. Bloody hell, Luke, that was good. Go on, you're right. Yeah. Whoa! Fucking hell, how can you hit dead with the tree? Oh, that was horrible. Did you make it through, T? Yeah, cool. Whoa, 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 whoa. Bit too fast then. Oh, I manualed over that one then. Accidentally. That's better. Whoa, 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 shit. With the hot stepper. Didn't start the video at the beginning. That was horrible at the beginning. Here we go, guys. Oh, fuck. This way. Take it a bit easier. I obviously don't know where I'm going. Oh. I hit something so hard on my front wheel that I had to check it to start airing it. Fucking hell, he stalled then. He went over bars. Weight wasn't in the right place. Fucking, I need a rest. Oh, oh. My and hopefully that's given some flavour of what the bike was being put through recently. So getting on to the what would I change if I did this again, basically. First of all, bars. These one-up carbon bars are really hard. There's no real compliance in them, and I like a bit of compliance that I get from my Envy or my Hope bars. So I have a spare set. They will be getting changed out. The next thing would be these grips. So I've been using ODI grips for a long time, but this is the first time I've used the ones with this pattern on the top. The problem is this pattern on the top isn't very robust. So I've been doing some obviously uplifts as part of these bike park days. The straps going onto the grips have really basically messed them up. Never had this problem with the former grips I used, which were just basically this on top, this coating. And I say the rest of the grip is completely fine. It's just this pattern on the top of them. Next up is this fork. Now I've run quite a few Fox 38 forks. Sorry about the plane. Either in the factory or the Performance Elite guys. This is the first time I've used performance ones, but not the first time I've used performance Fox forks. What I find with this fork is I'm not getting full travel. It really starts. It's probably less supple than it should be, and quite frankly, this is probably the result of too much grease in the air chamber. Problem I've had before on Marzocchi Bomber Z1s, and it really does feel like the same problem here. So unfortunately I have to strip down this fork just to effectively clean the grease out of the air cylinder and put the right amount in, change the oils, put it back together. It'll probably be fine at that point. The next weird complaint is this bike could probably do with a tiny little bit less travel. I know that sounds really weird, but in the back, I'm getting about 165mm travel on this shock. Now this shock is an old one I had, but at the last service I had it restroked to 65mm from 60, and I think I would have probably been better at 62.5. Not a problem. Next time I get the shock serviced, I will just get that done. I'll get it restroked to 62.5, and job will be a good one. This is going to sound quite weird, but the dropper post. Now this is a Fox transfer I had spare. It's a 150mm. Fine, it's great. Now when I was at Dirt Farm, I had to slam this to the frame because it was just catching my arse at certain points. But when I went to Bike Park Wales just after, it was like 2 days after, no maintenance on the bike or anything, I forgot to put the seat back to where it was, or the seat post back to where it was, and there's a few pedally bits at Bike Park Wales, and it was a bit uncomfortable because I forgot to put the seat post back. Now, easily remedied with a longer seat post. That's probably what I should have done, but I think it's more of a symptom of the fact that Marino used very straight seat tubes at a very steep angle. And if this had a bend in, then it would have probably been all right, like it is on my other bikes. And as I say, look, don't let that put you off. Just maybe think about getting a bigger or a longer seat post than you would normally. I'd have probably gone for a 170 or longer if I was buying a seat post. I'm not, so I'm not going to bother. But just as a thought. Tan wool tyres, so this isn't the first time I've had this problem, and yes, on my other bikes I have moved back to black wool, but they mark easily, especially on bike park stuff, and they're not as strung as the black casing stuff or the black tyre wool stuff. So yeah, I'll run these tyres down, wreck them, and then I'll change the tyres out for black wools after. And I think the last one on the list is chainstay length. So on this chainstay I went for 445, larger because I was fearful that I wouldn't have enough clearance, and I do have quite adequate clearance on my normal choice of tyre, which is a 2.4 thickness. So I'd have probably gone slightly shorter on the chainstay. I'd probably gone 440. Especially with the shock adjustment to a shorter stroke. It would probably all work out and probably fit perfectly nicely. I'm not going to do that because that means replacing the frame, but yeah, if I was going to do this in hindsight, I'd have probably stuck to my guns and gone for a slightly shorter chainstay on this. I mean, other than that, and some of it was really niggly, let's face it, it's been a very, very bulletproof experience. The brakes are powerful and reliable, and as I just basically work really, really well on the bike park stuff. You don't quite get the feel that I do on my normal XT4 pods, but power-wise, there's no real difference, to be honest. And that obviously with the Uber bike component rotors as well. I haven't even need to bend these back like I do with the Shimano stuff. So it's just been absolutely reliable. The drivetrain's been completely reliable as well. So Dior M5100 11 speed with an NXT shifter. It's a great combination, to be honest. And I've got an Uber bike component on bracket, which has been absolutely no problems as well. Unite components on this have also been bulletproof, so the bash guard chain retention, no problems, and the stem, no problems. Not that you get much problems with stems, but it hasn't moved out based on over clamping or it's kept the bars where they need to be. So that's been very, very good. Saddle's been very, very comfortable. It's a known item of mine. The wheels, weirdly, have been quite reliable. I thought they'd be worse, especially as the rear I put a really cheap hub in. And the Uber bike component tubeless has been faultless in this application. I've not lost any I've not used this bike in weeks, and I've not lost any pressure. So it's I say, from a reliability point of view, this thing has been pretty bulletproof. Other than, as I say, the front fork, which just needs a bit of sorting. And frame wise, I've not gone through it with a fine tooth comb yet, but I'm not seeing any paint cracking or anything like that at the moment. Not obviously, I'll have to go through with a fine tooth comb, but I put this bike through heavier stuff recently than I planned the bike would actually deal with. Some of that was testing, and obviously some of that is circumstance. Originally this bike was to do more softer, loamy, enduro-y stuff, not hard hitting bike park stuff. So it's actually really, really stood up quite well. Considering also the fork has been stiffer than it should be. It really seems to be holding its own. And obviously the nice thing with steel, you can just strip it, weld it, and recoat it quite cheaply if there ever is a problem. I don't think these bearings are going to last much longer. So when I'm dealing with the fork, I'll probably swap out the bearings. I've actually got a uprated bearing kit, which I bought off somebody on Facebook. But basically, you've got caps a better bar, and you get some enduro bearings. So that's what I'll be replacing all that with when we do the fork. So we'll just strip everything down and make sure it's all good. If I do find any cracks, I will come back to you all and let you know. But at the moment, this for the price is actually not too bad at all. This has actually been a really good bike. Largely let down by things I can just easily replace, like the bars, which I say will go. I've got a spare set of hopes, and the forks, which unfortunately just need taking apart and servicing, and that should, in my experience, sort them out. But that's it. Obviously, thank you for following this series. If you want to know more about this bike or want to see more of it, please let me know. Thank you.